Hey everybody, it's Hailey here. I am trying something new, and as many of you know, I have a blog that I update once in a while about travels and soulful journeying, and um, I don't know, I just blog posts sometimes. And anyway, I realized that some of you might be like me and don't actually like reading things. You would rather listen to them. So I figured that having a new form of media and reading my blog posts would be a powerful way to go. Also, some stories are better listened to and than read. So um, better heard than read. So anyway, you can also subscribe to my blog at wordpress.com/thehaileyjones. You can also subscribe to this channel and never miss an update. One day I might have enough subscribers on this channel and I could have my own YouTube domain, which would be really cool. So help my dreams come true. This blog post is called Threshold of Fear. As darkness fell, I walked barefoot down a clay road in the Amazon jungle. I remember congratulating myself for no longer feeling fear. Instead, I walked tall, feeling strength from the innermost depths of my being, from the depths of my soul. Over the years and through my travels, so many of my deep fears have been actualized. And I'm not talking about just spiders and snakes, y'all. I'm talking about the big stuff. And through skilled battle and great bravery, I have conquered many of them. Not just the spiders and snakes, the big stuff, the big fears. Through this process, I have eliminated the very things that often keep so many of us living small. Specifically on this walk, I reviewed the multiple events that I faced the worst fear of many. Death, my own death, and alone for that matter. Examples being, in a remote Indian Himalayan village, a drunk man in active pursuit of sexual attack and an attempt of pushing me off a mountainside. In Kathmandu, being locked inside a stairwell while surrounding buildings crumbled in the aftershocks of 2 massive earthquakes. Or the classic Peruvian nightmare of waking up in the middle of the night to find the jungle around me engulfed in flames. And then there are simple cross-country adventures of sleeping alone in desolate campgrounds, or even running a homestay where every night I share my roof with complete strangers. I hold a bravery and trust in the world that many have a hard time even imagining. At the end of this clay road, I found a shaman. A journey that was literally guided by my nocturnal dreams. This shaman would come to serve as a very important inner voice in the years to come. The shaman who I would tell, in my limited Spanish, that I was very strong, and he would respond with a loving affirmation, and beautiful. Strong and beautiful. There are worse ways to be described. So here I am. I am Hailey, a strong, beautiful woman of 28 years. I have been very active on a path of listening to my heart and following my dreams, all meanings and all varieties. And now I live in a bus on a mountain. And dun dun dun! Fear arises once again! Because there's always somewhere to go, more depth to explore, and just like that, it's raining, it's pouring, and it might be a human ravaging beast that's snoring, and you didn't even know that rain was in the forecast. So the fears and the other weird emotions and shit start bubbling up to the surface. Fear of losing the ones that you love the most arrive. The impending doom of greater responsibility surfaces, and the past relationships somehow rear their ghostly heads to remind you that you haven't healed all of the wounds of the past. You feel hurt, broke, helpless, and the radiant woman of strength and beauty you once were, a distant memory. But life, as I often hear a YouTube commercial say, life isn't about what happens to you. It's about how you respond to it. And I think about the metaphysical gargoyles circulating my energy field as fear begins to dominate and I don't know what to do. How unappealing gargoyles are! And then I read my morning tea wisdom. It's the little quote that comes on my tea bag. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Not only does that seem like so much work, it also seems impossible when you don't know exactly what that change is or even how to go about changing it. Where is the Hailey to your hummingbird? Stuck, trapped. Who is going to offer the diversion and help me see the path I need to go to get to where I want to be? And then there's hoping that just a little bit of substance will be the medicine that will cure all the woes. And then realizing that medicine doesn't really help. It blocks pain and it sometimes misdirects it, but it doesn't always facilitate the healing process. Nope. It's time to identify the fear and the destructive patterns that come with it. If we want to see our dreams come true, we gotta get rid of what's blocking them from occurring. For me, it's stopping procrastinating, self-critiquing, and just fucking right. To get out there and clown around in full trust that the appropriate opportunities will present themselves perfectly. I am living my dream as a comic actress and a soulful creator. Success, as I see it, is a process, and it's already actively unfolding. For me, it's learning how to be less critical of my lovers, and learning how to love myself enough to draw a partner in who's ready to commit to a lifelong journey with me, no matter what shit comes up. Relationships are designed to trigger shit, and I will have a partner that is as committed to healing and to growth as I am, both individually and in relationship. For me, it's about being the radiant woman, strong and beautiful, even in the moments of extreme vulnerability. Being the woman that I am destined to become. Being the woman that I already am, and loving every single aspect of my beingness. Not only for myself, but also for others. Because when we live, aware of our fears, yet free from them, we allow space for our dreams to unfold more beautifully than we ever could have imagined. So, what are your dreams? And what are the fears holding you back? And how can you conquer them? Thanks for listening, everyone.